vlog. It's going to be a new look type of vlog. I know you guys love the way we do it at the moment, and from all your hundreds of comments and messages that you really enjoy my work and my vlogs, and it's great that you can take something out from them. But we're going to change it around slightly. I want to change it for a little while. If you're on the ball, you would have noticed in the description, on the heading of the video, that it says October, and we're releasing this at the end of September. We're going to start looking forward, so it's going to be a new series every month. So this is the first one of a new series in October. So we're going to be having our 48-hour session like we are now. Also, we will be having biscuit of the week. That will never change. But we'll be looking how I go about my fishing for October, a month ahead. So you may be able to take something from it, use it in your own fishing. So that's how we're going to change it up a little bit. Try and make it a bit more interesting for you guys. So instead of it being, we release the vlog and it's like from the month before, it's going to be the 48 hours. But it's also going to be looking forward to what's going to happen, or how I approach my fishing, or what I do to prepare for that month ahead. So like, as I said, rigs, bait, tackle, everything to do with that month and looking ahead in the subsequent months. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the new look vlog, and welcome to the vlog, guys. This particular area has got form for producing the better fish during the autumn months. Now we're in autumn, going into October, November, that type of time. Mid to late September, October, they get in this area. Now it's a shallower area from the rest of the lake. It goes down about 3 to 4 foot all over, and then you've got a couple of sort of gullies, silt gullies on the back of gravel, go down to about 5 or 6 foot. And it's those particular areas I want to target this time of year, because the hard, gravelly type areas that have been fresh to death, there's been loads of fish off them over the spring, the summer, tend to stop producing. They've been smashed to death. And there's another reason why. It's not just angling pressure, it's because there's a bit of weed in there this year. And as the temperature, the water temperatures in October, November start to drop, then the weed starts to die. The light hours are less. The sun during the day is not as hot as it's lower in the sky. That weed will start to die. So what happens with the natural food is that they migrate from that weed, because it's dying and it's non-existent. I mean, it'd probably be this winter, there'd be no weed near at all. They go into the next best thing, which is the silt, and that's where the carp will start to feed more, because that's where their natural food's going to be. I mean, if they was reliant on our baits, our boilies and particles and that as their natural food, we'd be catching them one a chuck, wouldn't we? But we don't. Especially this lake. It's got some big fish in, not many, but it's quite a difficult, challenging lake at times. I mean, any lake can be difficult and challenging, and any lake can be easy peasy Japanesey as well, can't it, some of the time? So I'm concentrating the silt areas, the back of the gravel, where it gets a bit deeper, where the natural food's going to congregate. That's my thinking on it anyway, and that's going into like October. I'm going to start fishing more the siltier areas, progress over to the deeper area of the lake. As we go into November, I'll be concentrating more on that area over there. Where you've seen me, if you've been watching my vlogs for a long time, you would have seen me fishing that area quite a lot in the winter. So we're going to stay on here for the autumn and the winter. There is a couple of other lakes I will be going to, but hopefully you're going to stay with me through this new series month on month and see how everything changes. The areas I target in the lake, the swims may change, the rigs may change, the hook baits and the baiting will definitely change. But for the moment, because I've been doing quite well on the Northern Specials, I've got a yellow one on, I've got a white one on, and I've got a orange one on. Now you might say, well, why don't you have them all three on white? Why don't you have them all three on yellow? Reason being is that every day is different in the carp world. So one day, because the sun might be high in the sky, yellow might show up better to them. Or they might just take a fancy for a yellow that day. I mean, if I was getting all my bites on white, for instance, I'd have all 3 rods on white. But I've had bites on all 3 of those colours. All 3 of the colours. So I'm edging my bets. It may be that as we get further into winter, where I'm going to change at least 1, maybe 2 of them hook baits to more of a food bait, incorporating the liver, liquid liver, and the liver powder into like corkpool pop-ups. The rigs might change, or I might change them all 3 hook baits onto those, or I might find that the white Northern Special, or you know, whatever bait you use, it's good to have a little mess about, have 3 different baits on until a pattern emerges. I mean, a pattern may never emerge, but it may well do, and it's good to get on whatever's working. Because there will be something which always work. I don't say always work, but it will be something like on a lake you're fishing regularly, you'll work out, oh, they like yellow baits or whatever, that type of thing. That's why I changed over. If you've been watching my vlogs, I'm a great advocate of a fish meal boil in the summertime, and the Pacific tuna, it's a proper fish meal bait, robin red, you know, it's got all the good stuff in there, and I've been using that, catching loads of fish elsewhere and different places over the summer months and that. But I found on here the carp just weren't tuned into that bait as much as they should be. I felt like I was losing a couple of opportunities where I should have caught and I didn't catch, or they weren't feeding on the bait, or the bait was still there a couple of days later from the ducks. So I've swapped over to the Triple X, which has got 10% greenlit mussel, and I love greenlit mussel. But again, that will change come as we get more into sort of November, early November, later this month. We'll be moving in more into like a more digestible, winterised type of bait, like the Live System, for instance. So it's always changing, you always got to look ahead, and that's why I've started this new series to sort of go through that journey with me through the seasons to see what happens. So we've got the 360 rigs on, they've been doing well. Again, they might change, but they're working for me at the moment. So that's what we're going to use. Free bait wise, I'm going more onto boilies as we've come into autumn, more into boilies, cutting out the particle, because the fish really do get on the boilies in the autumn time, or can do. Depends on what type of lake. Anything might work all year round on some lakes, but on this particular lake and other difficult, low stocked big fish waters, I found they have a little bit of gorge up on those boilies and not so much particles in the autumn time. So that's where we are. I've put 5 spods out on each rod. I haven't gone mad, of the different size boilies with a little bit of hemp, a few tiger nuts, a handful, but mainly bulk of it is boilies. 5 spods on each rod, put them out there, a couple of casts to cast out, and they're out there, they're fishing, they're angling for me for the next 24 hours to about midday. It's midday now, I want to get them out early. I don't know if you notice on a lot of lakes that you fish, everyone wants to put their spot out and their cast out just before dark. It's like a pattern I see. So I want to get mine in early, so if they're all disturbed, the fish, because there's not a lot of weed in here, so the fish tend to shy off lots of disturbance. I want them to move into my area, possibly, and feel a bit safer, and the trap's already set. So that's where we're at. I'm going to get the kettle on, I'm going to relax, so I need to chill out a little bit, work's been hard, and we're going to crack on, see what happens. Catch you soon, guys. It's a good few hours since we last spoke, about an hour before dark. Bit of winds. See the wind there, it's just picked up a little bit. It's blowing a sort of southeasterly at the moment down the lake. Something worth noting, a little tip here. Look out there, right? Look out there. No bird life at all, right? On the wind. It's just, the wind's just starting to get a little bit chill as the sun's going down. Look, the sun's going down over there, or up there, should I say. A little bit of a chill, that's why I've put the hoodie on. But look over there, loads and loads of geese. All right, let's change it back. Oh, wrong way. There we go, change it back so you can see me now. But yeah, loads and loads of geese out there, isn't there? Loads of geese out there. Nothing over there, which shows you that nature knows best. It's warmer over there. The sun's from over there setting, putting its rays to the east side of the lake. The sun comes up over there, sets over there, and the geese are on the back of it, where it's just that little bit warmer than over there on the coldness. Now, the fish could be doing the same. That's what I reckon anyway. So anywhere around here, around this area, this bay, could be fish. I still haven't seen anything, but we live in hope, and it's a matter of sort of second guessing. You know, as I said earlier on, this is where they can turn up. They spend a lot of time in the autumn months, and they can go over there in the autumn months, but it's normally the winter time they go over there. So it's, you know, nature's a funny thing. It's always worth watching what nature is doing around the lake or where you're fishing, because they give you these little tips, these little snippets of information which piece together with your eyes and what you're looking at, fish-wise, liners, everything else, can put you on the fish when you're not seeing anything, or, you know, just a little, as you do more fishing and get more knowledge about a lake, you notice these little things that nature may be in unison. So it's a nice little tip there for you. Right, let's talk about October. As it's getting colder, normally about this time, end of September, early sort of October, I always change my tackle around a little bit. Now I'll tell you the reason why. There's my bivvy, and normally I just don't put no second skin on it, or in this case with that particular, the Tempest, I've got the skull cap on it. Let's have a look, the skull cap's on there. Now that's to stop the condensation, so we get a lot of condensation. As autumn coming in, for some reason, atmospheric pressure or whatever it is, you tend to get a lot of condensation, so it gets wet inside the bivvy, and that's horrible, isn't it? You don't want that. No one likes that. So I've put a twin skin on, like November, December time, when it starts to get really cold, the twin skin to go on, or the front, or whatever it is that you use on your particular bivvy. And I always start using, look at that, there, look, ground sheet. Always, again, because of condensation coming up from the floor and the cold coming up from the floor. I just want to be that little bit more comfortable in the evenings as the temperatures start to drop, noticeably drop. Like tonight, I think it's going to be 6 degrees, condensation and a bit cold. So, you know, I want to be comfortable. I'm getting old. Talking about getting old. Sleeping bag and sleeping bag cover. As most of you will know, I use a Fortis bag, Snug Pack Fortis bag, in the summer and spring months. Brilliant bag, nice and lightweight, thin, but you can use it in the winter as well. But because I'm getting old, I want a bit more snuggles, you know, I want a bit more to feel more comfortable. So I've got a thicker bag, I've got a Gardner duvet bag, something like that, but it's more chunky. It reminds me of the old original Tracker 365, where you've got an internal it clips in all the way around to give you that extra warmth, but it's nice and snuggly, nice and gets all round you and all that, big zips on it, it's lovely. And then I've got a big heavy duty sleeping bag cover which goes over the top, which stops any condensation or frost or anything else as we go forward into the winter time. So that changes. So what else is happening? Well, we haven't seen anything at all, nothing else. May have seen one earlier on, not too sure, over in that corner over there where the sun's shining and where it's a little bit flatter, calmer. May have seen some disturbance, might have been a carp, not 100% sure, but we live in hope. We're going to get some dinner on, looking forward to the 2 nights ahead. Hopefully we'll bag one, hopefully they'll turn up. We'll know tonight, because also this time of year you do get them showing in the mornings or the afternoons, things like that, but they start to show later into the night. So come November, December, I'll be staying up till like 12, 1 o'clock, wherever I am, whatever lake I'm on or wherever area, just listening and watching, because that's when they show. You may see one during the day, early morning, not as much as the spring and summer. It's mainly in the darkness, when everyone's tucked up, zipped up, cooker on, watching the telly. That's when you'll see them. So that one little sighting you may get in the winter may give away where they're gonna be, you know. So I like to start getting into that routine of staying up late and just listening out. No radio, no bloody YouTube, just listening out. Right, are they around? Are they around? And you'll be surprised how often you may hear them in the autumn, late autumn, winter time, which will put you onto them. You know, that they don't tend to move that far in the winter unless you get a big wind or a cold wind blowing into one area. They get on the back of it, but they do position themselves well in the winter up against islands and all this sort of stuff, and back of things where the prevailing wind's on the back of it. So you know, it's worth keeping your eyes peeled all the time from now, or from any time, but now onwards even more, because the shows have become less and they've become showing at silly o'clock in the morning as well. So another little tip there for you, another little thing you can take on board. Look, there's the geese. They're still all out there doing their ting out there. So I'm going to get back in there. I'm going to get that kettle on, get me dinner on. If I don't see you in the middle of the night, I'll see you in the morning, hopefully with a big old wagger. Well, good morning. Quiet night last night. Saw one fish. I was standing out in the darkness, as I said I was going to do, and I did hear one fish, and I did have a little liner on the middle rod. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise this morning. Misty lake. The mist was rolling across the water. Absolutely the reason why we go fishing. I know it's to catch, but to enjoy nature as well. It really was something lovely, you know, to watch, and a big part of my fishing that I really enjoyed. The sun's out now, absolutely gorgeous. Look out there, the wind's got up, it's starting to blow. It's a little bit chilly, that's why I've got the hoodie on, even though the sun's out. Let's have a little look out here. Look, let's have a look at the other side of the swim. Look at that out there, look. That out there, look, that looks absolutely cock on with that wind. That's an easterly wind though. Normally I'll be on that, but it's cold. It's bloody freezing out there. You know, that's why I've got a hoodie on. So I don't fish. This being a shallow lake, I don't think the fish are going to be on it. I might be wrong. Fish turn up when you least expect them, in the most unfavourable places. But I just, you know, knowing this lake a little bit, I just feel that being on the back of it, like where we are here, you know, the wind's blowing easterly, southeasterly, you've got a better chance. Especially seeing one last night, and I definitely saw some bubbling this morning behind me middle rod. Definitely out there, there was quite a few bubbles coming up. They may have been tench, but it just all adds to that bit of confidence that, you know, that could be the sign that the fish are about. So as I say, no fish, but we've still got one more night left. We live in hope, and it's looking good. You know, little liner, couple of little liners, seen the fish, all to play for. Oh, excuse me, that's me breakfast repeating on me. Now, the kettle's on for me first cup of tea of the day. We're going to redo the rods, but first, it can only mean one thing if that kettle's on. Yes, you've guessed it, housewives, it's biscuit of the week. Look at that. Welcome to this week's biscuit of the week. I know that you've been eagerly awaiting throughout the video. We've got something a little bit special. Look at this, someone's put me onto these. I can't remember, I had about 3 or 4 messages come through from people on my Instagram account where you can give me suggestions up there. Follow, go across to my Instagram account, follow it, DM me a message of the biscuit you'd like to see featured, one that you enjoy, that I may enjoy, that everyone else may enjoy on Biscuit of the Week. Look at those bad boys. Look at them, look. Leibowitz, are they? Leibniz white chocolate cocoa biscuits. Look at that, mate. These are going to be a bit special, aren't they? Right, we've got a cup of tea, all sorted. Happy days. Right. Now I'm a bit partial to the old white chocolate, and these have got like a chocolatey biscuit on the back, but they've got white chocolate on the front. Now, I've been looking forward to this. Bought these the other day and I've been looking forward, waiting to have some of this. Crunchy, nice biscuity taste, then you get hit by a sensation of white chocolate. Oh my god. Oh, these are nice. Oh, they're proper. Wow. Oh, there's a little liner. Got another one of them. Yeah, look at that. Look at. They're rather nice, they are. White chocolate cocoa biscuit. Oh, mate. Obviously, heart attack material, as all the biscuits are. But it does say, right, get this, no added preservatives, artificial colours or hydrogenated fats, but it's about 9 million thousand calories, and fat content is up about 98% is fat. Right, dunkability, that's the one, isn't it? Dunkability. Dunkability is good, but I think they're better without dunking it. You know, you get some biscuits, they taste better once you dunk them in and eat them. These, melts the chocolate and ruins the moment. Yep, much better without dunking. So guys, check these out. Tesco's, I think they've got my Tesco's. I think they do a normal chocolate one, which I've showed on Biscuit of the Week before. But check these out. There's your Biscuit of the Week. Chico Leibniz white chocolate cocoa biscuits. Enjoy. Do like a white chocolate biscuit, and I hope you do as well, guys. Don't forget, DM me on my Instagram page with your ideas for Biscuit of the Week, and I will showcase one of them every video. Okay, so plan is we're going to do exactly the same as we did yesterday. It's midday now. Going to reel the rods in. I've been out for 24 hours, no action. Going to recast them out. I'm going to do all 3 rods. I'm going to stick with the 3 different colour pop-ups, and I'm only going to put about 2 spods over each hook bait. Now, the reason being is a few of them may be taken by the ducks. I mean, it's already 5 spods over each area. I mean, some of them have been taken by the ducks, some of them have been taken by the roach. You know, the odd carp might have been in and had 1 or 2 as well. So I'm just going to put 2 spods out. I'm not going to go 5 again. Something I see a lot of guys doing is they haven't caught anything, another 10 spods out there. You know, next night, and caught another 10 spods out there. And I really do think it's detrimental to the swim. You know, sometimes it works, but to me, if I had a bite, and I haven't really seen loads, I've seen 1 and a bit of bubbling, I just want to refresh the swim, you know, freshen it up a little bit. A couple more spods of the mixed baits, a few tigers, a few bits of sweet corn, and we're good to go. And hopefully, tonight and our last night, we will have a good chance of bagging one. So I'm going to get them out early, so it gives me all that time, because there's loads of people turning up now and they'll be all casting out just before dark, getting it all out there, spodding, leading around, going crazy like a mad thing, and my swim will be all nice and sorted. Right, I'm going to continue drinking my cup of tea, finish that off, get the rods out there, do a bit of spotting, settle in for the night, hopefully see you a bit later on, guys. Well, how about that then? In the afternoon, half an hour before dark, tore off, right hand rod, unbelievable fight. I've just landed an absolute clonker. £51 12 ounce mirror. What an absolute banger. Check this out. Oh, just have a look at this. What a fish this is. Look at this. Look at, whoa. Stay still. Oh, look at that. Look at that for a banger. £51 12 ounce. Whew, well made up with that. What a session, eh? Oh, unbelievable. £51. I can't stop saying it. I'm made up with this. What a... God, I'm just speechless. Right, let's get her back. Let's get the rods back out for the last night. Right, let's get her back. Well, how mad's that, eh? What a fish. I'm just still speechless. It's dark now. It's about an hour after dark. I managed to get the rods out. That rod out just on dark. Yeah, I'm just blown away by that. What a creature that is, eh? What a creature. And there'd be one thing for sure, there'd be no walk of shame tomorrow, will there? Bloody hell, God. There'd be no walk of shame. Old Pork Chop would be proud, wouldn't he? He'd definitely be proud. I'll tell you what, I reckon he was, him and the old carp guys must be smiling down. Especially to have a bite just before dark. Normally it's in dark on here, or early morning. I haven't had one in the evening like that for a long time. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. Got the rod back out. I didn't put any more bait around it. I didn't want to disturb if there's any other fish there, because we might have a chance of another one. I want to stay up tonight. I'm still buzzing. I'm going to be buzzing all night. I won't be able to sleep. And I'm just going to look, listen. And yeah, don't matter if I don't get another bite. I'm happy now. That drive back home will be all that much more sweeter. It won't matter that long drive around the M25, will it? Right, I'm going to get the kettle on, much deserved cuppa. Watch and listen and look for the rest of the night. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that bigger, lads. Good morning, welcome back. Well, it's another beautiful autumnal morning. The mist was rolling in again this morning. What a fish that was last night. I heard a couple more last night, but no more liners, no more fish, nothing showing this morning. We've got about an hour before we got to wrap up. Here's all the kit, all strewn about all over the place. The rods are still on the dance floor, and there will be no walk of shame this week, will there? So I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this first in a new series, the first film, video, vlog, whatever you want to call it. And I hope you can stay with me for the rest of all the months, where we go through lots and lots and lots of different bits and pieces, how it all changes, the tackle, the gear, the clothing, the bait, the rigs, everything to do with the seasons. See you for the next vlog.